Good morning. It's time to get in touch. Brought to you by Geisinger Muncie and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home. Every week, this public affairs show shines a spotlight on people and programs in our communities that improve the quality of life in Lycoming County and beyond. I'm Freddi Hammer, host of In Touch and news director at Backyard Broadcasting.
The first Rock for Rescues was last summer at Route 61 events in Sunbury, and it was a success, and so much so that we're getting ready for the second annual Rock for Rescues, and that's all going to benefit two local pet charities, and because of their love for animals, Dennis and Mary Marquette are back this year, and they are looking for our support again with some great music and some great events. Good morning, you guys. Thanks for coming back to In Touch.
Good morning. Thanks for having us, Freddi.
Absolutely. Now, tell me about last year. You said you got a lot of good support and a lot of good people for Rock for Rescues in Sunbury last summer.
Well, I have to say, a lot of work.
You survived. Yay!
We did. And that's pretty much the attitude we had afterwards was, we survived.
How many weeks did it take you to recover to say, we're going to do this again? Or did you know right away?
Oh, no, I would say months. It took us months to recover, decide we were going to do it again.
Do you have any kind of final numbers or any kind of statistics that you'd like to share about how the rescues were helped? Last year you had Rescue Pet Serving Vets and Mommy and Me Rescue.
Yes, with the event, with a breakfast bingo, a Chinese auction, bake sale, 50-50 raffles. We sold hot dogs and hamburgers. Oh, and the concert. How could I forget?
With Ron Keel.
With Ron Keel. All in all, when we added it all up and split them up at the end of the night, we raised over $8,000 for both of the rescues.
That's fantastic. So now you decided, around January, okay, we'll do it again.
We decided probably in December that we would do it again after speaking to Ron a little bit and having him let us know that he was going to be on board. So we decided to do it again.
Yeah, and I see that you just started your marketing with a brand new flag on your Facebook page, Rock for Rescues, with a cute little pug face.
Yes, thanks to Ron Keel.
Great that he's helping.
He did that for us. We appreciate that.
So much fun. Tell me a little bit more about what you've added.
Well, I don't know if I told you last year that Gene Snitsky, our WWE wrestler, had been with us last year.
Right?
Right after the event, he said, hey, you guys doing this again next year?
Awesome.
And we looked at each other and said, I don't know.
He was in right away.
Yes, we had a lot of people who said, you do this again next year, we're here. So that was the one deciding factor when we had a lot of people tell us that they were going to help us again.
Sure. Did Gene Snitsky do a show, didn't he? Or did something like that?
No, not there.
Okay,
He did pictures and autographs there,
Okay, Gene did pictures and autographs.
Super nice guy, as big and scary as he may be.
Aren't they all gentle giants in a way? I love that.
And he's a big advocate for animal rescues and animal awareness.
So, what's coming up now with all that?
We took the feedback from last year and decided to make a little bit of changes.
Okay.
This year, we're still going to start out with the buffet breakfast from Route 61 events. That's going to be $10.95. And the event hall has actually agreed to give a portion of that back to the rescues.
Nice.
We're doing our Chinese auction again. Everybody loved that. We had a great turnout. We were overwhelmed with the amount of baskets and folks that had jumped in. People who we'd never heard before kind of got on and just said, I've got baskets for you. And again, the same lady who had given us baskets at the last moment, she's already contacted us. I've got baskets for you. I got baskets for you. People have reached out and really have helped us that way.
Good.
And Mommy and Me, they're great with getting the baskets and stuff together. They're crackerjack at getting a Chinese auction together. And if it hadn't been for them, I don't know how we would have ever done this. We have a young lady from Mommy and Me Rescue. Her mom is going to facilitate the bake sale this year.
Sure.
We're going to do our motorcycle display and collectible car display. We're going to have the A-Team vehicle. We're going to have...
General Lee and the kit car.
Yep, we're going to get them back again this year. We're hoping to have a few more collectible cars. It just so happens that Rescue Pet Serving Vets, the owner has his own collection. We're trying to twist his arm to bring some of those cars down.
You got some time. You have time to do that.
And also we have a Touch the Truck event this year.
Fun.
America's Hose Company in Sunbury has agreed to bring a fire truck for the kids to check out and get pictures with, and possibly a ambulance as well.
Okay.
So we'll have a face painter this year. That's going to be free to the kids, 12 to 4. The kids can come in and do the face painting free of charge.
And you're going to have the doggy kissing booth. That's perfect for this event.
Yes, we'll have the doggy
Plenty
kissing
of doggies.
Booth. Yep, my husband, he built that last year, and everybody was totally impressed with that.
Oh, how cute, Dennis. That's adorable.
Everybody likes the kissing booth.
We're going to have food trucks this year. That's new.
Okay.
We will have 6 food trucks this year. We have Son of a Butcher is joining us. Back to Basics Burgers is joining us. We have Pelican's Ice Snowballs in Sunbury joining us. Gigi Sweets and Treats, and JoJo's Scoops and Sprinkles.
So we are not going to be left hungry.
So you remember all those names. But yes, those folks are all joining us as food trucks this year. So we'll have everything from your staples to lots of treats. We have spaces open for vendors as well.
I was going to say, yeah, people can come and be a part of it.
So we have spaces that we're just doing vending stations. And this year what we're doing is a little bit different. They'll be able to sell their own wares, but in order to work with us, they're going to make a $20 donation and provide either a basket or a gift certificate or something for the Chinese auction or bingo.
That's a good deal.
So they get to take their proceeds home, but help us out at the same time.
Yeah, that's a win-win. What happens like throughout the day? People come for breakfast and they park and then they do all these things that you're mentioning and enjoy it with the family. And then it's sort of like a settle in and listen to music all night.
Well, I mean, we're hoping that they'll come for breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
And usually you have the crowd who wants to come for breakfast.
The early crowd.
And
the early
they can check out the things in the parking lot as we get things ready. And then hopefully we'll have the dogs there from the beginning. The rescues will bring adoptable dogs, so people love to come and check out the pets. There's a lot going on, which makes our heads spin all day long.
Do you stay at the front? What are you doing? Running around putting out fires?
Unfortunately, we can't get too involved in anything because we're being pulled in every direction. Where does this go? Where does that go? Where do we do? But yeah, we kind of stay as the directors.
It's great that you have this special relationship with Ron Keel, who is one of the musical guests this year, and there's other people joining him. He was just there last year, but now there's other people along.
Yeah, well, we had Warren Dane joined us last year as our opener. Warren's coming back again this year.
Cool.
He really enjoyed his time with Ron, and I think that both of them really had a good time. Rob Mordan, he is joining us. He's a local acoustic artist who has a love for dogs and has helped rescue pet serving vets in the past. He's collected tips and given that as donations. He's a dog lover, and we knew that he would be one that we could pull on board, and he jumped on board without even hesitating.
Connected. I think that's wonderful. So is it like an evening?
We're probably going to open the doors for the concert at 5:30. We'll probably start 6 o'clock or so, and that'll go however long it goes.
Yeah.
But the idea is that evening, and we're going to do something a little bit different this year because a lot of people really wanted to be there when we drew our tickets for the Chinese auction.
Sure.
So this year, in order to facilitate that, we will be pulling the tickets after the auction. So if folks hang out for the concert, we'll be able to give the prizes.
That sounds like a great time.
It's like I said, there's something there for everybody. Sometime in the day, you stop by. We've had a lot of people say, well, we didn't hear about this. I'm like, I don't know how you couldn't have heard about this.
Every poster on every corner.
I'd like to add that it is free to stop by. You know, the cars are on display, the motorcycles, and at the dogs, all free just to stop by. Bingo, Chinese auction, $20 at the door for the concert. Free just to stop by, and everybody's welcome.
Only $20. That's amazing for that.
For 3 artists, I mean, it's a relaxing, enjoyable time, and it's very laid back.
Is it indoors or out?
It's indoors.
The bar will be open.
The pin bar. That place also is involved, like you can go and play pinball, right? That's a pinball place.
So we had people come and, check things out, go and play pinball, get a drink, go get something to eat. They have a limited menu during the day of the event, but they'll still be serving, as well as they can stop by and grab anything at the food trucks. And so
I can't see how this isn't successful. I'm so glad it worked last year. It's like everything is in one place, and you can spend the whole entire day there with everybody. Especially T-shirts available. Is that what you're wearing? Are you wearing last year's shirt?
I'm wearing last year's shirt.
Okay.
Right now we're working on the design and getting things together for this year's T-shirt. We're looking for businesses who'd be willing to...
Oh, the sponsors on the back. That's nice.
And what we're looking at doing is $250 for their logo, $100 for just their name, which is something new. We didn't offer that last year. That just helps us be able to produce the T-shirt.
Sure.
What we do then is all of our volunteers get a free T-shirt, and whatever is left, then we sell for proceeds, and everything goes directly back to the rescues.
Was it a big pile of money?
Yeah, it was a lot coming in.
That's exciting.
We had the little jars that, people were just dropping money in.
Yeah.
And, so, there was a lot of places where they could actually give.
Rock for Rescues. And this is actually coming up June 28th. If you're looking to get T-shirts or get your name on these T-shirts or Rock for Rescues 25 or...
If they're looking to be a vendor.
Yes.
Or if we're looking also for collectible vehicles. We're not charging anything, so we can't pay anything. But if they want to show their vehicle and their support to these rescues, we would love to have anybody bring their collectible cars
and even
down.
if you just want to stop by and park your car with the nice cars, that's fine too. Last year we had a guy show up with a rat rod. He pulled into the parking spot.
Yeah.
And I went and said, "You can't park here." He said, "What do you mean I can't park here?" I said, "You have to park over
With the good cars.
So anything unique, different, custom, we'd love to have you just
My
stop
Honda
by.
CRV does not qualify. No.
Even if it's just for an hour while you walk around, we'd love to see.
June 28th at the second annual Rock for Rescues. What did you learn from last year? What are you applying to make this time, I don't know, better for you?
We've condensed the schedule a little bit.
Okay.
Like the bingo is going to be in the afternoon. Last year we did it first thing in the morning.
That's all the feedback you got.
We were hoping to get a coffee truck, but we weren't able to get one.
Oh, well, you think this year maybe?
No, we tried.
Oh, darn it.
I have tried everywhere in the area and haven't been able to get a coffee truck.
Well, we'll see if anybody hears this and says, we're a coffee truck.
We really weren't sure last year if anybody would show up, if we would have any help. It was really, it worked out really well.
Oh, I'm so glad.
We had volunteers that came from Keel, which they were a great help. They actually helped facilitate the bingo, and they were a great help. We kind of just left them take it. And, we had the gentleman who ran the bingo, and they did the running and the everything else, and we couldn't have been more thankful for them. We're hoping to have a group from Kohl's this year, and basically what they do is they volunteer their time.
Like the store, Kohl's?
Yep.
Oh.
Kohl's doesn't give money now. What they do is they have their employees volunteer.
Service for the volunteers.
Mm-hmm. We had a group, and they loved it last year, and we're hoping to have a group again this year.
Okay, so there's going to be great stuff. Will Gene Snitsky be back? He's going to be doing another autograph signing?
Gene's coming back again this year.
Okay.
I believe he said it'll probably be later in the afternoon, like 30 or so.
Okay. All right, so if you want to love on animals, kiss one in the doggy kissing booth, get food, enjoy a Chinese auction, maybe a cool basket or anything, and then a great musical concert. It's Rock for Rescues at June 28th, 2025 at the Route 61 Pin Bar, Route 61 Event Hall. Sunbury must be just rolling out the red carpet for you guys. I mean, this is just such a great thing.
Last year, unfortunately, they had other events going on in Sunbury at the same day. It was Christmas in July.
Okay.
So we were we're hoping this year we kind of moved it so that we would not compete with Sunbury. So we're
Absolutely.
really hoping that Sunbury will join us in this event.
Well, it's going to be a great time. Hopefully we'll make it over the 8,000. I think that you will if you can, making all these different plans to sort of help the animals.
That's the help.
Okay, we're going to be doing that with Rescue Pet Serving Vets as well as Mommy and Me Rescue, these two charities for animals. What else can we do for them? Are there any donations that we can do for the animals that day? Or
there'll be donation jars if you just don't want to do anything else and just want to drop off a donation. That day it'll be split between the two. If you choose to go to one or the other, you can always go to the websites and make donations that way. We've really enjoyed doing this last year. Like I said, it was a lot of work, and we weren't sure if we would be able to do it again, but we were convinced and kind of had our arms twisted because a lot of people really asked for us to do it again.
Sure.
Mommy and Me Rescue, like I said, they came out and they were great help. Rescue Pet Serving Vets, their son helped me a lot with the audio visual, which I am not real good with computers, so he helped me a lot that way. And our music artists who came out and helped us get the acoustics and everything ready the night before.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of people who stepped up and helped us. We look at each other and go, oh, we're doing it all, but we really weren't.
Sure.
A lot of people did step up and help us. We had our volunteer meetings, but we had a lot of people who showed up just to volunteer that day, and we couldn't have done it without them, so we thank them very much.
All right, well, hopefully we'll see them and their friends coming up this year, June 28th, at their second annual Rock for Rescues. Dennis and Mary Marquette, thanks for all you do for the pets. How many pets do you have? You love animals.
We have two. We have two American pit bulls.
Okay.
And they're my heart. My husband loves them because he has to.
Do they get to come along for the day, or do you let them be calm at home?
Most of the time they stay home. We did have Cherish, who actually was a rescue that we rescued last year.
Okay.
From Mommy and Me Rescue. We did her along for the kissing booth and visited with the rescues because she still knows She still knows Carol and Tony from
Aw,
Mommy and
that's
Me.
sweet.
Yeah, she loves on them quite a bit. If we could do more by bringing in, we would, but we have our hands full with these two.
All right. Well, I'm glad you love on your pets. And of course, we're looking forward to having other people adopt and rescue these animals that are going to be there. You can meet the animals.
All you need to do is look at Facebook and see the need for animals to be rescued.
Absolutely.
It's disheartening when you think about the animals that are being mistreated, that are dying, that are just left
Abandoned, yeah.
because families can't afford them. Families don't have the knowledge of training. So unfortunately, it's a big need out there. And what we're doing is just a small part. When you say $8,000, that sounds like an awful lot until you get a vet bill.
I was going to say one surgery can be half that at least.
And you imagine these rescues who are rescuing dogs that need that type of medical help daily.
Sure.
So, what we do is just a minuscule amount of what they need.
All right, well, we'll do all we can when it comes to the second annual Rock for Rescues, June 28th at the Route 61 Pin Bar and Event Hall. So enjoy that and good luck, and we'll keep talking about it as we get closer.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much, Freddi.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on In Touch today.
In Touch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us for questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays 570-323-8200 or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archived files of our In Touch shows, find our Backyard Podcasting link on any Backyard Broadcasting website or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. The programming discussed here on In Touch does not necessarily reflect the feelings or opinions of the management or staff. Thanks for listening to In Touch. Brought to you by Geisinger, Muncie, and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home.